Hey guys, Wild Opie. Oh, I'll tell you what I've been having going on, and it's just cabin fever setting in, and I froze last night. I'll show you why. Well, let's flip you around here. All right, so in here I got rigged up. That is a little Chinese diesel heater, and I run it off a little gallon jug. It does come with a can, but I like this setup. I mean, it's just temporary for a little bit. And for whatever reason, it stopped working last night. I fiddled with it, and it was just given a generic code. It was giving me a code 8, which is a flame out, and then a code 10, which is it didn't ignite. We tried cleaning the fuel out just to make sure. There was a stink bug that got down in there, and I thought maybe it restricted the hose. I cleaned that bug out of there, made sure it's getting fuel. Pump was working, it's getting there. So the next step, well, I didn't do it last night, I did this morning. Took everything apart because they carbon up in there. And it was like spotless. So I don't know what was going on with it, but I got it reassembled. It still didn't fire. It was getting air, no restriction. The exhaust wasn't restricted, but it just would not go. So it was a cold night. We had a little space heater. It runs off the generator. I used 8 gallons of fuel in like 10, 12 hours. So we can't do that every night. So these heaters are like $150. I got another one ordered. It's coming. This one is working all of a sudden. So I'm not sure what the problem was with it. But I tell you, this is tough. My feet froze. I shivered. But we got to leave it run. Because I got a greyhound and I got a raven in there, so we can't let them get cold. So we got to do what we can to keep the heat on. It's supposed to get up to 50 degrees today, which that's going to be nice. But last night it got down about 18, 19. So yeah, and the coldest night that we've had so far, the heater stops. So it was not a good experience. Today's the first day of deer season. Haven't seen any trespassers, so that's good. Well, deer season for firearms, I should say. I've heard gunshots all around. But I walked our property. I didn't find any trespassers or anything like that. So, I think they're getting the hint to leave us alone, which that's good. I mean, there's plenty of land that people have. We just don't want no one hunting on ours. I mean, it's just that simple. But I have a bird feeder down there, and I've showed you in another video. Well, the deer have gotten so hungry, they've been going up and eating the bird feed out of the feeder. So I did buy them a block, like a mineral block, and some corn. But we're running low on money, so I'm not going to keep feeding them. But the blue jays and stuff, they'll eat the corn too. But I don't even know if they'll go to that block. But maybe that's a waste of money, feeding those things, which probably is. I don't shoot them. I don't hunt them. I've never really enjoyed the taste of deer. I know I'm weird. It's good if you blend it off, or the deer jerky and all that stuff. That's good. My mom had made chili out of deer. That was good. But another thing, maybe in the future I'll hunt them, but we don't have electricity. So it's like, if I shoot a deer, what am I going to do with it? It's just going to go to waste, and I don't believe in that. So another thing, our builders, they were supposed to be here the week before Christmas, and that's getting close. I mean, heck, Thanksgiving's this Thursday. They called and said now it's going to be sometime in January because they're falling behind. So I tell you guys, when it's cold like this, I don't get out and do much. There's only so much to do outside. Cabin fever starts sinking in. And not just me, but Jessica too. We've just been grouchy, bad moods. And it's cabin fever. We're running low on money. Somebody's got to, I want to get a job, and I'm capable to get a job. But Jess has a job, and she don't want me working because she wants somebody home to make sure the heater and stuff's running, for the animals. So much money that's costing me, but not working. But so I'm looking for like a third shift job. And that way when she gets home and 6:30ish or 6:30ish, whatever, then I can go to work, work the graveyard shift. But I don't know if she wants to be up here alone. I got to talk to her about it. Doesn't bother me being alone, but for a woman, it's a different circumstance. So I don't know if I can get a third shift job, if she's okay with that, or even a second shift job, that'd be beneficial because then we'd both be working, bringing in some income. But things are really tight, guys, really tight. So, and the price of diesel fuel is just up. So that Chinese diesel fuel, or Chinese diesel fuel heater, it uses about a gallon a day. Well, diesel's almost $6 a gallon. But my generator, like I said, it's running overnight, and it uses like 8 gallons, So, and that's $4 a gallon, so it's a lot cheaper to run this Chinese diesel heater because it runs off the batteries of the camper. Now, we'll fire the generator up for an hour or two a day, usually just relax in the evening. And then I got a battery charger on the batteries. The inverter of the camper doesn't keep the batteries up. So, I bought a battery charger, a cheap one, and it's on there, and it helps charge those batteries faster. So if we run the generator for even an hour, then batteries have enough charge to last 2 or 3 days. So, we don't have to run the generator every day and use that fuel because fuel's like $4 or something. I mean, $40 a night to run that space heater. So yeah, versus the Chinese heater, $5 or $6 a night. It's a no-brainer. But I want a wood stove. I mean, look at all these trees out here, guys. I mean, but I gotta get the house going. So, but the thing is, we're so low on money. By the time we get the house built, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough money now for a freaking stove. But we'll get it figured out. This is gonna be a heck of an adventure. Do I regret it? No. If I were to redo it and do it all over again right now, yeah, I'd still be living in Kansas and staying where I was at. I mean, it is beautiful here, but man, going this long without a house, living in this little tiny camper. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Well, doesn't a camper have a propane heater? Well, they usually do. But the guy we bought the camper from was afraid of propane, so he stripped all that stuff out. Even the fridge that would run on propane, it's been stripped out. It's got an electric fridge in it. So we can't even utilize the fridge. So we're using, ice chest outside. At least with it being cold, we're not buying a whole lot of ice. So that's a good thing. But we're just trying to keep it as cheap as possible. But, I know there's these off-gridders out there, and I've watched some of their videos, but a lot of that stuff here is just not practical. I don't have the money. to do. It seems like it would take a lot of money to do this off-grid stuff that we just don't have, and I didn't want to invest in. But it would pay for itself, but I don't have the money to do a lot of those things. You know, I know you're thinking of the heater and everything, but if I could get like solar panels up, you know, and get enough sun to recharge those batteries, then I don't even have to run the generator. I don't have an inverter big enough to run the little TV, so if we want to watch like a little bit of TV, I have an antenna. The inverter I have won't power the TV, which is weird because when I drove truck, I had a little inverter that would run a TV, but now it won't run this TV, so I don't know what to do, but if I can get solar panels and maybe an inverter, that would make life a lot better, because then I wouldn't even have to run any gasoline. But, you know, we'd still have to run that diesel heater, but we're relying on that right now to keep us warm. And, you know, cheap Chinese diesel heater is our primary source of heat. It's not good. You know, you can go out and start the truck, but do you want to sleep in that with it running? I mean, you get, you know, carbon monoxide poisoning. And then where am I going to put the dog and the bird? That's my main priority. You know, I can get under a lot of covers and stay warm. My feet got cold last night, but I did have a chill, but I eventually warmed up, so that was good. But anyways, that's about all I have for you guys today. My nose is a little plugged. I'm not talking right. I'm not thinking right. It's just a long, cold night. I didn't get much sleep, so that's my update for today. I appreciate you guys watching. I can't wait, you know, in the future to do more videos, show you our progress, and hopefully I can watch this video, you know, a couple years from now and say, man, I remember that, but I'm glad we toughed it out. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your week.